Hi, I'm Eric Lax, and for my senior project, I created an underwater documentary that focuses on the environmental issues around Florida and even the world. Coming up with the idea for my senior project was much harder than I ever expected. It wasn't until about 2 weeks before spring semester started that I figured out exactly what I wanted to do. The first roadblock I hit, though, was that I couldn't start filming until the semester began. This is due to the fact that there's no scuba diving in New Jersey in the middle of January. Although it seemed like I was behind, from the research I did, I knew exactly where I wanted to film. The first spot that I went to was Blue Grotto, a freshwater cavern north of Tampa. Then, over spring break, I went to the east coast of Florida to dive at Blue Heron Bridge, one of the most popular dive spots in Florida. Lastly, I went to Crystal River Springs to film probably the most well-known aquatic animal in Florida, the manatees. After combing through hours of footage, I began editing and creating my documentary. This process definitely wasn't as fun as the diving and filming. After about a month of editing the video, it was all put together. Then came the hardest part for me, and that was writing the script that would eventually accompany the video. After 2 weeks of writing and editing it with my dad, I finally got a script that told a story I was proud of. Although I'm so proud of the entire documentary, there are 2 clips that stand out to me. The first is the footage of this Florida softshell turtle surfacing. I couldn't have asked for a more surreal shot than this. This was just a lucky shot where I was in the right spot at the right time. The second video is of a spotted eagle ray. This eagle ray was the last clip I took on my first dive at Blue Heron Bridge. The one thing that you all don't see is that I am kicking as hard as I can to keep up with it because it moves so quickly through the water. I definitely am so proud of my final product and hope it can help educate people on the environmental issues that surround us every day. Thank you.
No matter your race, gender, or ethnicity, everyone on planet Earth has some connection with the water, and everyone needs to help protect this precious natural resource. Once entering the water, the world around you changes. Time slows down, and all the worries in the world seem to disappear. Here we are in Blue Grotto, the largest freshwater cavern in Florida, and a popular destination for divers. Here you are greeted by wildlife most people only see in aquariums. Diving deeper and deeper, the light begins to fade away. Everything seems perfect, but this is not the case. Where there are people, there's plastic and other pollutants. Small specks called microplastics cover the bottoms of these waterways. No matter how far down you go, there is evidence of plastic material. Plastic breaks down and sinks into the deep. Even in one of the most inaccessible places on the Earth, the Mariana Trench, the deepest place in the ocean, plastics are found. When ascending from the depths, seeing the sunlight come back is like no other experience. The rays of sunshine begin to reach you through the soft blue background. Colors slowly become more vibrant and illuminate the world around everyone and everything. You return to the world you know, leaving the depths behind. A few meters below the surface, life is thriving. Plants and animals alike work together to keep this small ecosystem alive. Not only do fish live in the springs, but a Florida soft-shelled turtle calls this cavern its home and enjoys interacting with all of the divers. The turtle ascends. Like humans, it cannot breathe underwater and must periodically return to the surface. No matter where you look, evidence of pollution can be found. This is even true below the surface. Looking carefully, you can see the devastation plastic and other trash causes around the world. Crystal River, one of the most well-known and protected spring systems in Florida, is not an exception to having micro and macroplastics littering its riverbed. These plant-like structures are like natural nets for the broken down microplastics. Mullets and sheep's head are among the species swimming through these waters. Micro and macroplastics affect everything living here. The fish that feed off the plants and small organisms consume the plastic along with what they naturally eat. Then that plastic just keeps getting passed through the food chain. Here we see one of the many natural vents which warms this river system. Crystal River Springs are home to the largest population of manatees, also known as sea cows. These gentle giants swarm to the springs because water temperature stays at a constant 72 degrees Fahrenheit all year. These manatees feed on seagrass, and in this process unknowingly eat the small bits of plastic. These gentle giants are the closest living relatives of the dugong of the Indian Ocean and the highly endangered elephants of Africa and Asia. Blue Heron Bridge in West Palm Beach, Florida, home to a plethora of species. Once you submerge, you are greeted by a natural aquarium, from barracudas to sea stars. Unless we strive to keep our waterways clean, we will lose the chance to see and experience small ecosystems like this. School of Atlantic spadefish swim with ease through the current, while light hits their scales and shimmers through the water. Large structures like this sponge are, sadly, prime spots for trash to get caught. Plastic and other trash hinder the growth of corals and sponges in all ecosystems around the globe, causing the slow death of plants and animals alike. Look closely at this beautiful cushioned sea star. It is resting on top of a plastic wrapper. Many creatures mistake this trash for food. This spot is home to large populations of angelfish, from blue, gray, and French angels to the queen angelfish. Here, Staying close to the seafloor is a juvenile queen angelfish trying to stay safe from larger predators. Marine biologists have determined that angelfish are a very intelligent species. However, no matter how intelligent this species is, it cannot differentiate plastic from their natural food. One of the ocean's most graceful swimmers is the spotted eagle ray that glides through the water like an albatross glides over the ocean. If we do not change how we treat our environment, there will be more plastic in our waters than fish by year 2050, and all our ocean life will disappear as quickly as that eagle ray was lost to our sight.